Kitty. Live from New York, it's Life with Bucky. Life with Bucky, the program that answers almost any question, and featuring world-famous dancers, the Buckettes, the Come As You Are Orchestra, and Bucky's special guest, world-renowned cat speech therapist, Gwendolyn Uvula, and her special kitty, the remarkable Minow. And I'm Peter the Human. And now the star of Life with Bucky, her royal buckiness, the world's most amazing cat, Bucky. Welcome to New York's historic Stranded Theater on Broadway. And just a reminder from theater housekeeping manager Lance Drapes to please leave the restrooms and litter boxes as clean as you found them. Before we meet special guest, world-renowned cat speech therapist Gwendolyn Uvula and her special kitty, the remarkable Minow, alert listener Billy Bob Harkness of Pointy Mountain, Montana writes, "My much-loved kitty Elvis seems to like being around my girlfriends rather than me when I have a guest. What's to be done about this?" While Bucky is thinking about how to answer, let's turn to the Come As You Are Orchestra and Patty, Maxine, Laverne, Hazel, and Tiptoe, the 5 tapping Buckettes and their 20 paws. Buckettes fan Martha Nestor of Egg White, South Dakota requests the Buckettes dance to the timeless music of Madonna. Okay then, here are the Buckettes and the Come As You Are Orchestra featuring the Reverend Lionel Train on clarinet and Madonna's super hit, The Brooklyn Bridge Club. That was the Buckettes dancing to Natalie Madonna's The Brooklyn Bridge Club. And that went out to Buckettes fan Martha Nestor of Egg White, South Dakota. If you have a favorite song you'd like the Buckettes to dance to, let them know right here at hrbbuckshot7@gmail. Now, alert listener Billy Bob Harkness of Pointy Mountain, Montana tells Bucky his kitty Elvis seems to like being around his girlfriends and ignores him when he has a guest visiting. What can be done about this? Bucky explains that many cats form special attachments for one or another human genders. The solution is simple, Bucky says. Get married. Got a question for Bucky? Send it along to hrbbuckshot7@gmail. She reads the subject line of many emails. Oh, it's time now for Bucky's educational feature, Teach Your Cat at Home. Today's lesson, teaching your cat to pick up your underwear from the bedroom floor. Bucky knows we don't always have time to be tidy in the morning, rushing off to work. Sometimes we simply drop our undies on the bedroom floor with the best of intentions to do the pickup later in the day. However, your special kitty can help. Simply bring your kitty to a discarded undie, point to it several times, and say, "No," repeatedly. When you return home from a busy day, your bedroom floor will be clean as can be. Readers of Bucky's webpage write that they've had the same success with this teaching technique as all the others Bucky has recommended. Oh, that must be Bucky's special guest, world-renowned cat speech therapist, Gwendolyn Uvula. and her special kitty, the remarkable Minow. Ms. Uvula, it's an honor having you on Life with Bucky from New York's historic Stranded Theater on Broadway.
Yes, I can see that. And you are?
I'm Peter the Human.
Have you considered speech therapy at all?
Ms. Uvula, you have an unusual name, especially for somebody practicing speech therapy.
And why do you think so?
Well, Bucky says uvula is an essential part of a human's speech biology.
I believe you are wrong, Bucky.
And just how did you become interested in cat speech therapy?
Well, growing up in my hometown of Platelet, Oregon, we were very poor. Daddy was the projectionist at a drive-in theater, and we lived in a room above the projectors. And our only window faced out toward the screen. This is where I saw the 5 best films about cat speech ever made. The Wizard of Oz, Titanic, Avatar, Frozen 2, and Top Gun.
Bucky says none of these movies were even about cats.
I believe you are wrong, Bucky. I mean, I lived right there in the movie theater.
Can you tell us about your work and perhaps one of your important achievements?
Yes, of course. So many of my clients now are cats.
Many of your clients are cats.
Yes, I just said that. Weren't you listening?
What do you teach them?
Well, many want training so that they can qualify for those high-paying jobs in the airline industry.
I see.
I doubt it. Most in demand are airport flight announcement personnel.
You mean to announce the flights and gates at airport terminals?
And a terminal is such an unfortunate name for an airport, don't you think? But my special kitty Minow was a wonderful student and is now gainfully employed as an airport flight announcer.
That must have been very difficult training. Can we hear Minow doing some announcements?
Yes, of course. Minnow's at the airport right now.
Flight SA975 has been delayed. Flight SA975 has been delayed.
That's very impressive. So Minow can make all the required announcements.
Well, no, just this one, actually. And it's not too demanding, as Flight SA975 departs just once a week, and Minow has her own office and microphone at the airport under the sofa.
More Bucky-exclusive cat speech therapy information in the full-color collection of funny and loving short stories in the Book of Bucky at Amazon.com. And don't forget, your vet is the best source of pet care information. Well, that's our show for today, folks. Got a question for Bucky? You know where to send it. hrbbuckshot7@gmail.com. And for more fun with Bucky, go to her website, bookofbucky.com. Until next time, so long.